Hey, how's it going, everybody? Day 95. If you can believe that. I think I sat down for about a day after everything started and ran. My body went to relax mode. But I'm doing paperwork, sending out paperwork today. And here's the gist of it. This is what everybody thinks is hard and difficult and impossible to do. And at least the state of Illinois and several other states that I know of for sure make it super easy to do. Here's the paperwork that they sent me after I called and said, hey, I'm building a hot rod. It gives you a list of everything that they want right on the front page that you have to do or have. And it's pretty plain and simple. And what I give them in return of that, I've got four stacks. I've got my local purchases that I've paid taxes on completely. I've got my online purchases that I paid other state taxes on. I've got my all of the metal invoices for the frame. You want to keep these all separate, and they want the original receipts for the frame. They put these on a in a file and for future use on the car itself. So origin stuff and liability purposes down the road, I suppose. And then I've got a stack that I've purchased online or from Joe Blow, on Marketplace or whatever, and I have not paid any taxes on whatsoever. So there is a form that you fill out, and I'll go through and do the math and see what I have paid in taxes, what I haven't paid in taxes, what I paid other states in taxes. And you just separate those and you fill the forms out, and I'll end up sending them. It's usually 130, $140, I think, in taxes. I think it is on this one. I clearly went over my budget. I was shooting for a $2,600 budget and was kind of on my way with that. But I think she pretty much took off just over $3,000, all said and done. Everything is bought and purchased. I think to beat that, to get to the $2,600 mark, if you had a donor car that you could pull the motor, the trans, and the rear end out of, you'd get real close to that. But just nowadays, even the steel, I think I've got 550 in steel, and last year it was 325, 330. So everything has went up. The windshield was 267. I see a couple years ago, my receipt in there, I paid 127. So it's literally, I don't know what has went up there with the cost of a, you know, plastic windshield. Basically, is what it is. It's DOT, but it's not glass. It's like plexiglass, I suppose. But I'm into doing brake lines, getting all the brake lines done. I've got the two valves that you need. One goes in front, one goes in back. They use a different pound rating for the amount of stop power that you get in the front and in the back. It adjusts how much goes where. And a proportioning valve too as well that you adjust up or down. And when the car is all done and on the road, the first thing I like to do is go up down a gravel road and hit the brakes and see if the back tires are driving me. And you can't stop basically dragging the front wheels. So you have to adjust the proportioning valve so you put more braking power in the rear. And so the back wheels drag you down when you're in gravel or anything like that. That's the first thing I like to do. You don't want to find that out when you're behind a truck on a gravel road and you're tractoring into his rear end. So get the brake lines all done today, and I've got several of them done now. I've only got a couple left to do. It's right here to the rear end. So I use my own. I order the brake line kit, way cheaper to do, and the 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 tooling kit for it. The tooling kit, these little dies right here are good for a couple times, and then after that, you might as well order another kit. But all in all, with the kit and the tubing, you're looking at about $40 versus 250, I suppose, if you had to buy all these lines separate at the store. You still have to cut some of those down as well. So, um, banging around, getting it done. Day 95. I'm not going over 100 days. This is going to be done today or tomorrow, somewhere in between there. Pretty much, I'm done. As soon as I send in that paperwork, it's done in my head. I mean, then I've got several weeks before the inspector comes out to get everything perfected, nothing leaking, everything running perfectly, and it's a pretty good time knowing that everything's done, everything runs. It's just a huge relief. So we'll get this all banged out. After these brake lines here, all I have to do is the drive shaft. I got to get a couple of U-joints and hang her up in there. She should hang right up in. Got everything sized just right. So I didn't check in yesterday. I apologize, guys. Um, like I say, I kind of took a day off after everything started and ran. It's a huge relief to know that everything's good. So you guys have a great day. We will see you soon. Take care. Thanks for coming back.